So let's get right to Adam Housley, who is live there on the ground in Ferguson.
Adam, you apparently just received an update from police. What do they have to say?
Yeah, they had an update here not long ago, and things are starting to finally calm down here in the last hour or so, in the sense that they're not having any riot or situations, but they do have situations like this where the firefighters finally got a chance to get inside here. This is what's going on up and down. This is Florissant. There's at least 12 buildings that are still smoldering or on fire here, although that number may go up because there's areas they haven't actually gotten to yet. The firefighters were pulled back at one time. Now look at next door here. This is where my colleague Steve Harrigan was last night. We were back over in downtown. He was in this area. You can see this McDonald's has been thoroughly looted. They broke out the glass, and as you go through this entire area, you'll find shop after shop. The windows are busted out. People went inside. And even several miles from here in Old Town Ferguson, a nice neighborhood, nice area. In fact, this whole area is rather nice overall. And they walked down the street, literally busted out every single window as they walked. But follow me this way. This is what we're seeing all up and down the street. We've been driving up and down the street and all around the area for the last 4 hours or so. In fact, in a different neighborhood, the South Shaw neighborhood, about 20 miles from here, we actually had about 25 or 30 looters stop our cars and try not to let us go through an intersection, but thankfully we got around them. But look at these guys. The firefighters are still battling this. This is an automatic hook and ladder. You can see the firefighters actually controlling the water from down below as they try to put this out. This was a local business. This was a beauty shop, and next door was a local cell phone store owned by people that lived here in Ferguson, burned to the ground. Come down this way. We're going to show you some more. Well, we'll show you some of the video from last night in a second. I want to give you one more quick look here, guys. This is Florissant. This is the main street. We were back here in August. The rioters were here when we got here this morning. They've all since left. Helicopters are coming in now. But if you look down the street, as far as you can see, there are fire trucks, there are emergency personnel, and there are buildings burning right now. Now let's show you the video from last night when the riots were really enveloping this area. In fact, there were three main areas where the rioters were really having their way. Where I'm standing now, and you're seeing the video of stores being looted, windows being broken out, fires being started. Down the street from me, about a mile and a half, was the second area where there's major problems. And then my colleague Mike Tobin was over in the old Ferguson area, about 2 miles from here, near the police station and the fire station, where they had major problems there. In fact, that's where the large group of people started in the evening, and then things spread out. Then later on in the evening, they had about 1,000 protesters face off in the South Shaw area. That's the area I spoke to you about. We went there at around 12:30 last night, and that's where we saw the end of, thankfully, some looting there. The police officers got in there, had a chance to stop them before it got too bad, and there were no fires there. But this has definitely become quite a situation here, more than anybody expected. And at the same time, we had issues, of course, with people questioning why the National Guard wasn't here. We've seen 5 busloads of National Guard troops come in the last hour or two. Heather and Ainsley?
Yeah, but they weren't there last night. We were all watching the coverage when Steve was outside of that liquor store. People were running out with bottles of liquor, and he's trying to interview them.
And we knew in advance that this was a potential, but yet they still weren't called in early.
We have a lot of interviews today. We're going to ask that
we'll
question.
Find out about that.